Okay, we're going to get started with charcoal. Before you guys get started, I want you to set up your sketchbook page. If you go into Schoology, you'll see the charcoal notes that I've taken down. Please write down the 3 different types of charcoal that you're going to use. The first charcoal is vine charcoal, so you're going to notice that this is really light in your hands compared to the brick charcoal. These two look differently, so when I'm referring to them in the video, make sure you pay attention to which one you're picking up. The vine is round, while the compressed is a brick. So really important. So you're going to want to have both of these things. The other thing you're going to have is your charcoal pencil. Okay, make sure you have a point on it or have it sharpened a little bit. You can use the electric sharpener. You are going to want your white charcoal pencil. And then the 2 erasers that should have been out for you is just a rubber eraser. They might be all black, and then a kneaded eraser. These erasers are squishy, they're gray. If these were not left out, then you can use just your eraser cap, okay? So you're gonna do these notes, pause the video and do them, and then set up your page. You need a value scale, a cone, and a sphere. These 2, cone and sphere, are gonna be on a separate video. So we're going to participate in what's called additive and subtractive methods. So what that means is you are going to add down charcoal, and then you are going to erase charcoal away. So first thing that we're going to use, pick up the vine charcoal. If you don't want this on your fingers, you can wrap up a piece of paper towel and wrap it around it so you don't have to hold on to the charcoal. You can also use paper towel to blend. I am just going to be using my finger. So inside this value scale, I want to go ahead and fill up this whole entire thing. I'm not pressing down hard. I don't want it to be solid black. Notice how you can see the white of the paper through it. Alright, and so after you apply it, it should look something like that. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. You're then going to use your finger or paper tip. Go ahead and blend it. And when you blend it, you should get a nice medium gray. If it's too light, you need to press a little bit harder. If it's too dark, that means you kind of press too much and you need to erase. So for the next step, you can either use the compressed charcoal, all right, or you can use the charcoal pencil. They are both the same exact things, okay? We're going to create a value scale going from light to dark, all right? So what you can do is take your compressed charcoal and go ahead and fill in a square. When you fill this in, it's going to be very powdery. Do not blow this across the table at your partner. You can press down really hard, but you do not have to press down and make it pitch black. Notice how you can still see through some of it. Alright? After you do this, after you make just one square, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to blend it, and we're going to pull the leftover powder this direction, making our dark gray and having it blend into the medium gray. So when I blend this with my finger, you can use a paper towel. If you're using a paper towel, you might have to put down more charcoal. But basically when you blend this, it's going to become a solid black. Alright, so now it's solid. So now I can just easily pull the charcoal this direction. And I don't want to pull it too far, because I do want to just make that dark gray. So don't pull it all the way across. Alright, you want it to blend from this black to this dark gray to this medium gray. So make sure it's a gradual change. This should be a refresher from when we used pencil. Okay. The next step you're going to do, feel free to pause and take care of this task one at a time. The next step you're going to do is you're going to erase a white square at the beginning of your value scale. And when you erase, you'll notice that charcoal will erase, but the paper will not be that white. It'll be kind of like an off-white. I'm going to shake this charcoal out of the way. You can shake your charcoal on the floor. Just be mindful of your backpack. Do not blow it across the table at each other. It can be toxic if you inhale it. All right, so we have our white square here. Now the next thing that I need to do is I need to blend these two. So I could take my finger and just kind of blend this. All right, but that wasn't really helpful. Probably need to clean off my fingers. So another thing that I can do, I need to add a little bit of vine back. So if you take too much away, always just add the vine back, blend it down, and what I'm going to do is just kind of fade away this line here. Right, and I do have a little bit of area that I need to clean up. So work on using your eraser cap, or practice using this kneaded eraser if they were out for you. This eraser can be molded. If it's black, you want to kind of pull it open, find the middle where it has that nice clean gray. You can mold it into points, or you can kind of stamp it or dab it on the paper. And what I'm looking to do is I want to get rid of this edge here, this edge that's separating my values. And I got it for the most part. And then what I want to do last is I want to take my white charcoal pencil, and make sure you erased enough from this square down here. I'm actually going to erase a little bit more. So think about this, you're mixing or you're putting white charcoal over top of some black charcoal or like residue of black charcoal, and what happens is that white charcoal starts to turn gray. So make sure you don't bring the white charcoal too much into those other ones. You can see it goes on pretty bright white. Kind of just get yourself a white box and then loosen up your pressure, getting it to blend into the rest of the value scale. So again, this practice or method is called additive and subtractive. We added vine charcoal down to the entire value scale. We added compressed charcoal onto the black and dark gray portions of the value scale. And then we subtracted the vine charcoal. Subtraction just means to erase. And with charcoal, you're going to understand that the subtractive method allows you to draw with your erasers. So clean up outside the edges of this value scale. Let me shake it off one more time. All right. And as long as you remember what you did with the pencil unit, everything should gradually change from white to light gray to medium gray, dark gray, and black. Good luck. Thank you.